In this video, we're going to talk about setting up VLANs or virtual LANs on the island router. VLANs are very useful when you are connecting to a switch, for example, and you want to be able to segment your network into a number of separate virtual networks. This is fairly common in scenarios where you need to isolate devices from each other for security reasons. For example, at my home here, I have um, my main network, which is untagged. It's not a VLAN and that's for my private devices, my PCs, and so on and so forth. Then on top of that physical LAN, I have two VLANs. I have one for my guest network and one for my home automation network, which is where all of my IoT devices reside. Those are carried over a trunked interface to my smart Ethernet switch, my intelligent switch, and from there to my Wi-Fi access points, again on trunks that carry all those VLANs. So let's see how you set up VLANs on an island router. Let's go to the main menu, choose Network. Now in your network here, you'll see I have my four interfaces on my. This is an original island with four copper Ethernet interfaces. Two of them are in use on this device. I have my home LAN that I mentioned earlier, as well as my WAN interface to the internet. On my home interface, I have two VLANs defined, as I mentioned. I have a guest VLAN, which is VLAN 2. That means it uses the VLAN tag number 2. And VLAN 3, which is my home automation network. If I wanted to add another VLAN interface to my home network, I would click here on the home network. And we'll go down here and you'll notice there's two VLANs defined on this physical network right now, as we saw, guest VLAN and a home automation network. I'm going to create a third one. Let's call this, we'll give it a VLAN ID of 4. This number can be any number between 1 and 4094. A description, we'll call this a test VLAN. I'm going to leave the IPv4 and IPv6 addresses blank and just allow the island to create their own defaults. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and put something in here. Well, let me show that just to show how it works. We'll do 192.168.200.1/24. We'll leave off IPv6 for now. DHCP scope we'll leave at the default. The parent is the home network. And authorized networks, I can control what other networks this VLAN will have access to. Um, this is covered in another video, but just to show real quickly how that works, if I wanted to give this VLAN access, for example, to devices on my home automation network, I could select that here. And then the mode by default is fully automatic. As we've discussed before in other videos, though, you generally don't want to leave an interface set to fully automatic. You should define it for the mode that you need and leave it there. So we're going to make this just a standard LAN interface. Now, when I click Save, I now have a third VLAN defined on port 1, and that is called my test VLAN. It's assigned the IP address that I gave it, 192.168.200.1. That's a /24, and it's ready to go.